That is it. So let me come back and paste. Let's see if we're going to see it. So let's try with this one that I have here. Okay. So you can try and access it with this one that I have dropped on the group. Also try and access it with this one that I dropped on the group. Okay. So when this one drops, probably you can access it from that group with that link I have dropped for you also over there. Okay. So this message, and that is that. So let's go back to what we are doing. So can you still hear me? Can you still hear me?
No, can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's get started. So the what I've dropped for us, if we can see it, we can try and log in with it. For those people that can't join, is yet to drop. It's yet to drop, but to drop shortly. Once it drops, I wonder why it's not dropping. So I wonder why it's not dropping. Okay, so let's just give it 2 minutes. Let me confirm something. Okay, so I'm back now. Let's now go on with the class. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to go to a new tab. And today we are going to continue with our activity. So we are going to type Zoho Books. Zoho Books. Once you type Zoho Books, you come down to anywhere that you've opened before. So I think this or this. Let's click on this one and wait for what is going to happen over here. So okay, so you can check, kindly check the group. I've dropped the link.
The link is working.
I've dropped the link now. Okay, it's working, fine. So as it's working, let me close my WhatsApp so that we can have better stuff. So you can join from that link for those people that cannot access it. So here we now come to this space. We want to put our password. Okay, so our password is here, and then we click on OK. So let's see what comes forward. Okay, this password is not working. Let's try another password. Okay, let's try something. So just go. So I'm trying to log in. So we're trying to log in now. Let's see what happens. And let's see. Yeah, so we're now in Zoho Books, and we are today, like what we did as a follow-up on what we did yesterday. Yesterday we tried to do a lot of things on Zoho Books. We tried to do our, what is it called now? We tried to, okay. So yesterday we tried to actually do so many things on Zoho Books. One of the things that we tried doing is we tried to set up our chart of accounts. We also tried to, we saw the chart of account, how it's going to look like. Then we also tried some items on that, our chart of account. So when you have an interface like this, so what you want to do is you want to actually come to this side. When you come to this side, you scroll to the bottom. For those of us that are returning to our Zoho Books, it can be difficult to actually navigate to get to what you want to see. So what you need to do is that just come to, if you come here, you see this thing here at the right-hand side, you simply click on it, then you scroll to the bottom. When you scroll to the bottom, you will discover that under the section they call finance, you will see the Zoho Books that you're actually looking for. just click on it and look at it. We are opening the Zoho Books. So this is what we actually want to achieve. So now the next thing we want to do is that we want to now go straight to, we've done item yesterday. But I think this is another, okay, this is
Sorry,
the
good
same.
evening. Sorry to cut you short, but the YouTube, there is no audio.
Oh, there is no audio. Okay. Oh. What do I do? What do I do for the audio? There is no audio. There ought to be audio. Hold on. Let me try something. Let me see. Audio. Okay. Audio setting. Audio setting. Audio. So I'm coming. For those that can't hear audio from the YouTube, let me see what I can do from the YouTube. So yeah, so okay.
Or YouTube speaker is on mute, so you unmute, click on it so it becomes on.
I should click on what? Is this what you're talking about? Okay, so these are the people that are here, but I'm trying to see how do I unmute? Somebody was saying something that I should click on something. Hello, can you hear me? That person that was saying something, can you unmute and let me hear what you're saying?
You can see it there now. You see that play. Just go back. You see live feature. That live feature shows you a play and a speaker that is on mute.
Okay, so I should close this one. Then I should now check
you can see
for
it.
where did this actually. Okay, this one.
Let's
go back. Yeah.
Go back to your life. I'm not even seeing you again.
Okay, so I think if I put my hand there, is it here you're talking about, or this one?
Now come, let me try it on my.
Okay, so we are just trying to set up this thing for the first time, so it can be a little bit confusing, but I'm trying to get it all done. So let me check for here. Let me check for audio.
But the YouTube position can be confirmed by somebody else.
Okay. Okay, so let me go back to our. Well, if somebody speak on the background, we normally hear. Okay, this is off actually. Okay, can you hear now? Can anybody hear?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm talking about those people that are actually on the live. Is what I'm asking if they can hear me. So if you are on the live and you can hear me, indicate you can hear me. Probably because I just
can hear
on a speaker. Okay, fine. So I guess we are good to go now. So sorry about that. So now let's continue with this stuff. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we want to go to our chart of accounts, right? From our chart of accounts. So we go to our accountant. From accountant, we come straight to chart of accounts. Once you come straight to chart of accounts, then the next thing we want to do is we want to also open our. So yeah, this is our chart of account now. So let's also go and open our. Let's open our chart of account that we're using. So let me write chart of accounts. Charts of account. So let's come here. Let's open this one like this. If I click here to open, and this is it. So I want to click right click, and I want to open here also. Okay, so I open here as well, then I close all this one. So here, this is the chart of accounts that we have, and this is what we have been working with. But I think I also have a new one that I created the other day, but this is like an old one that I have already. So this chart of accounts now is, we've seen everything that we have here. So what we need to do is that we want to start creating this chart of account. So the first thing that Zoho Books does is that for Zoho Books, you might need to first of all try and edit one. So let's assume we want to work on income. So we go to where our sales is. So we come to our sales, right? When you come to your sales, just click on it. When you click on it, then it's going to open like this. So what you want to do is you want to click on edit. You click on edit. Once you click on edit, then now you can see that it's an income account and it is locked. You cannot change whatever is here. However, this thing here, you can always change it. Now we know that our income is not just one income we have. We have more than one type of income. So we want to start creating our income now. So we want to start creating our income right now. So what we do is we now come here. We come to this, our chart of account, right? When we come to our chart of accounts, we now come to the section where we have the incomes. Yeah, so all these are the incomes, right? So when you come to the income, what you need to do is you just click on this one, then copy like this. Then you copy it. Once you copy it, you come back to your Zoho Books and come and put it here. So this is the first income that we are creating. Once you've created this, then there's what they call make a sub account. We're not going to do that yet. Probably later, I will teach us how to make something a sub account. Most times when you're trying to make something a sub account, it's that you want this account we are creating to report under another account. So let's assume we just want to have only one sales account. So we can create other sales accounts, then we can let it report under the main sales account, but we don't want to do it yet. When we get to our vendors, we are going to actually achieve that, but not now. So what I'm going to do is when we are done with this, we come to the code of account. So we still come back to this place. Then we come and select here and we copy the code. Now, on Zoho Books, you make sure that at least you have something that you want to tell Zoho that this is how. So Zoho already has a template for its chart of account. All we are trying to do is that we are trying to get one portion filled in that template so that at least when we download that template, we can see how to actually use the template for what we want to achieve with it. So once we are done with this, the next thing we want to do is we want to click on save. Automatically we've saved the first item. So, and if you go back, you will discover that we only have one sales account. So let's go back to what we have. Let's go back to our chart of accounts. Yeah. So when you come here, you see that there's no longer any. Okay, we still have other incomes, but all these other incomes, they are not actually what we are looking for. Let's go back to our this is our sheet. This is what we're working with. Under this our sheet, do we have anything other income here? No. So the first thing we've done, we've worked on the first income. And I hope that is the vehicle workshop income that we've worked on. So let's go and check on it. I hope that is the vehicle workshop income that we have actually worked on. Okay, yeah, so that is it. Then the next thing we want to do is we want to come over to this place and select the next one. When we select this next one, we want to copy it. And when we copy it, we want to go back to our. So this can take a lot of time. The reason is because there are so many income here that we don't need that that Zoho Book created for us. So we don't need them. So what we need to do is that we click here. We quickly. So once it's finished loading, we need to edit it. So let's see. So click on edit. Then when you click on edit, you now put it here. and you copy the code also and all that. So that is that. So so once you copy it like that, and then you go and put it on that place, the next thing you want to do is you want to, I'm coming, let me check. Okay, so you want to, so you want to actually come to the code, and you want to put the code over there. So let's see what we want to do. So let's come back to this page. We copy the code. When we copy the code like this, and we come back to this side and we want to put it over here. So once we are done with this, we want to click on save. Okay. Once you click on save, and that is done. So you can see that we've been able to create like 2 sales items, which is this and this. So so I think some people that are calling, they are trying to tell me that the YouTube. So just give it to me. Let me just let me. Can you still hear me? Everybody, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
Yes, you can hear
Fine.
you.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
So we've been able to. Thanks. Don't unmute your mic. Don't unmute your mic. Everybody mute your mic. So once you have been able to do that, right, the next thing you want to do is you want to come back to, so we have a list of income that we have, which we don't actually need. We need to continue to edit them until you get, so you need to continue to edit them until you get what you want to achieve. So yeah, this is the next one. We click on it. Once we click on it like this, then we come over here, we click on edit. Once we click on edit here, then from here, we don't need interest income. Let's check that our sheet, if we have any interest income there. Interest income. So we call it finance interest income. So let's copy it like this. This is what we need. We copy it like this. Then we come over here. We come and put it here. That is finance interest income. Control V. Then the next thing is the code that we need. Come and put the code of account, which is this. So this can take a long time to achieve, but this is what we need to do. Then at every point in time, once you start putting all this code of account and everything, also make sure that you, yeah, so you also show, like this one now, we may not know, we may not need this description because it may not match what we are trying to get. So what you need to do is just click on save, okay? When you click on save, you discover that we've been able to get at least some things done the way we want it to show. So what we do is that we come back to our Excel sheet, right? We come and color all the ones that we've done. We've done this, we need to go and color it. We've done this as well. We've done this, we've also done this as well. We need to go and color it like this. So we've done those 3. So let's work on others. So we can click here and then we copy it like this. So when you copy it like this, you come back to this place, right? And come and edit another income. So we have late fee income here. We have discount here. We have shipping charge. All these are not part of our chart of account. So we want to only work with what is part of our chart of account. So let's click on other charges. We don't need this. It's not an item on our chart of account, but it's an income. So we don't need it. You quickly come here and you come and edit it. Now I'll tell you why they are editing each of them. You can see here now, this income account is actually an income account. You cannot change it to any other account. So you come to this other charges, then you want to replace it with another item on your chart of account. Okay, so once you have done that, right, we'll place it as another item on our chart of account. You want to color it that you actually work on this. You want to color it that you have actually worked on this, right? You want to color it that you have actually worked on this. Then you now come here. You want to copy this as well. So you copy it and you come and put it here. So I was expecting somebody to ask me that why are we not just populating the template and just on YouTube? Why are we not populating the template and just uploading it on Zoho Books? So I was expecting somebody to ask that question. But the truth is this: I said it that when we try to do such, we will discover that there are a lot of items that we don't actually need, which we are going to see on that place, right? So those items can be the reason why we need to manually go and work on all those things. So I want to do some settings here so that I actually share their screen. I don't want anybody to share their screen on this call. And I can also turn off mic if I want to turn it off. But okay, turn on the video. So I want anybody to be able to turn on their videos as well. Then the next thing, okay, let's leave mic. But if I discover that the class is being disturbed, I can also put the mic of everybody. So that is fine. We're going to do some adjustments to the class. So now, as I said, the reason why I have to manually edit each of these things, right, is because I don't want to upload to the chart of account, and we now discover that there will still be those items that we don't need, that we need to now. Why some of these items, when you try to edit them, you discover that they are permanent there. You cannot change them. Let me click on this edit. And let's check what we're going to have. So you can see this is permanently an income account. So if you just upload your chart of account, you discover that both the one that is relevant to us and the one that is not relevant to us is what we are going to have over there. So it's better for us to manage this stuff, to manually edit it so that we can get the results that we actually want to get. Okay, so if that is done, we want to come to this place again and check for the next item that we need. So here we have late fee income. So let's go to our chart of accounts. Now we have done this three that I've colored. We've also done this one that I've colored. Yes, so let's see, do we have anything like late fee income? Yes, we have this one. This is our own format, overdue late fee income. So quickly come here and copy it like this and head over to your Zoho Books again. Right, head back to your Zoho Books again and do it this way. So now, what is the code of account that we need? We still come back over here and we come and copy the code of account. So it can really be taxi, right, or tasking, or as the case may be, it can be tasking, but you just want to make sure that everything is done properly at once. So that we want to make sure that everything is done properly at once so that we can achieve the results that we actually want to achieve. Now, the next one we want to do is this discount. Do discounts, come over here again. Do we have anything like discount? We have discount received. We've worked on this. We've also worked on this also. Let's also come and paint it to show that we've worked on that. Okay? So that we can see the one that we've not worked on. So we come to this late discount received. You come to the formula bar. You quickly copy it like this. You click Ctrl C. When you click on Ctrl C, you come back to your what's it called? You come back here and then what did we copy now? I think that is discount. Let me check again. I think that is a discount received, right? So you come back to your Zoho Books. It may look manual, but I've already explained to us why we need to do it this way. Some of these accounts, immediately you open your company on Zoho Books and then they ask you to select your industry, Zoho Books will think about the chart of account that best suits your industry. Now, most of those items that you're going to select as your income may not actually be the kind of income that you're actually using. So it becomes a challenge, okay, because you need to continue to go and clean up your account. Go and clean up the chart of account so that it will reflect what your company actually is into. This is what we are trying to do here. We are trying to clean up all these stuff. That's what we are trying to do. We are trying to clean up all these things so that we can achieve something that is actually needed. So we now click on save. When we click on save, yeah, so that is that. So we are almost done with our income. And I want to be very fast with it so that we can achieve other things. We come over here again. We want to color this place because we are done with it. So this is how you're going to do all through until you're able to capture all the chart of account. So you want to edit your chart of account. So that is the only place that you need to edit. Other ones, you can create, if you want to create your company, if you want to create your company for the other one, you can quickly create your company. And once you create your company, then you can, once you create your company, then you can, what's the other word? What do I want to say? Once you create your once you create your, what's it called? You create, once you create so once you create something like your customers.
Is it chart of account?
No, not chart of account, sorry. Once you create your customers, you create your vendors, okay? You just need to create one each. Once you create those ones, then we go there, we now export that template. Please mute your mic. So, so once you do that, you now want to go and, hold on, I'm coming. Let's come back to this side. Now, once you do that, you discover that if you can create one customer, when you create the customer, we now go straight, and we export that customer. Once we export the customer template, discover that customer template, we can go on to populate it. And once we populate it, with that, we can achieve what we want to achieve. But now, we discover that right now, for chart of account, we need to do it manually so that we can get everything neatly done so that we won't have any challenge trying to start on checking or making some of those accounts dormant later or making it inactive. So we don't want to have any account that is inactive. We want to make use of everything that Zoho Book has given us. So let's now come here, right? If you come here now, we've been able to do for, we've been able to do for all these ones. Again, let's now try and do for vehicle inspection. Let's do for vehicle inspection. So I come here, I click on this vehicle inspection, I copy it. Then when I copy it there, I want to come back to this side. No, not here. I want to come back to this.
You're not in the screen.
You can't see my screen. Are you sure? It's from your end. Please make sure your mic is muted. Mute your mic, please. So it's from your end. If you can't see my screen, kindly log out and log in again. Okay. So if others can see my screen, kindly give me a thumbs up on the call. Thumbs up. You can see my screen.
It was blocked before, boys.
So people can see my screen. Some people can see my screen. Okay. So some people can see my screen. All right. So I feel that the YouTube is actually delayed. So it's not as fast as what we are doing over here. So, but don't worry, we are still going to achieve, everything is really going to be achieved. So don't bother yourself about that. Just concentrate on what we have over here, okay? So now people on the YouTube might not be live on this call. So if you happen to be live on this call on YouTube already, so fine. But don't worry, just concentrate on what we are doing over here, and make sure you are not your mic is not disturbing the class. Thank you very much. So let's continue. So we've been able to do what we want to do, and we've been able to achieve this one now. So the next thing you want to do is that, as we have done that, let's try and exhaust all the options that we have. Right? All the options that we have is okay. So all the options that we have. Okay, somebody said, okay. Now all the options that we have is that we have to make use of every other thing that we have over here. So let me just ask a question to confirm what others are saying. Now, is there anybody on that is also on YouTube here? Just give me a thumbs up if you are on YouTube right now, and you can hear my voice on YouTube also. If you can hear my voice on YouTube, give me a thumbs up if you can hear my voice on YouTube. Okay, so it's not, my voice is not displaying on YouTube, but other people's voice can be heard on YouTube. So that is what I later eventually discovered. So let me try and see what I can do again. Just pardon me, okay? Yeah, let me see what I can do again to this. So if I put my cursor here, I don't know what to do because let me see, many more. Let me come to file, share recording. Then let me come to, hold on. Just give me 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes. Okay, there was somebody that was guiding me the other time on what needs to be done. So, and he also said he wants to also check his own setting. So yeah, this is the voice. This is the, you are using your microphone, and that is what he's saying here. I'm using my microphone, and I'm coming. Let me see. Microphone. Let me see something. Let me click on there. Refresh page. Okay. So I'm coming. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm trying to like figure something out. Settings. Okay, so settings, now we have audio, and all right. So all right, so let's see. So desktop audio default. Okay, disabled. Headphone. Let me see if this is going to. Okay, so let me see if this is going to work. And this one also, let me also put this headphone, and let's see what happens. With that, let's see if it's going to work. Okay, so if you can hear me now, kindly indicate you can hear me.
We are hearing you, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me?
We are hearing you.
You can hear me on YouTube. That's a question. You can hear me on the call. Okay, you can hear me on YouTube also. Okay, fine.
No, YouTube refused to connect.
Oh, it refused to connect. Okay, so we should just leave it and continue. Okay. So yeah, no issue. So probably some other time we will find, I will be able to finalize on that. But for today, let's just continue like this. So now we've been able to actually get this, right? So since we've been able to get this, then the next thing we want to do is want to go back to this our this thing and check. Okay, before I do that, let me just do one last setting. Let me just check one last thing I need to check. One last thing I need to check. One last. And let me see if there's a place where I have my microphone here. So one place where I have my mic. Let me see. Mic. Okay. Settings. Let's give this a way down to check whether I see where the mic is. If I can also make the mic come up. Let me see. Mic. Okay. The mic is actually on. So desktop app may still be able to access your microphone mic. This app are off. Okay. So yeah, but I don't know what to do, but that is just it. So now, that is it for now. So let's just move on, right? Let's just move on. Let's just not use that to waste time. So we come over here now, and then we want to come back to what we are doing. So we've been able to get our discount receive account. We've been able to get all these other account, all these other things. So what we're using to get ourselves is we're actually using this color that we are coloring this thing to show what we have actually achieved and what we've not achieved. So I think we've also done this vehicle inspection. I think we've also done that. Let me check. Vehicle inspection and diagnostics. So vehicle inspection, I'm not sure. Okay, so I think maybe this is what we have here. So let's edit and come here and put it as. Is this what we've done? Okay, we've done this one before. So what we need to do is let's take on this shipping, which we don't have. So we also click on this shipping like this. We also now put this there. Then we want to copy the code that we need to use. So the code that we need to use, the code that we need to use there. All right, so let's check here. Okay, so the code is what we want to copy now. So let's come here and then let's check for the code. So this is the code. Copy the code, and then we now come over and we come and put the code right over here. Okay, so with this, we are ready to work on majority of what we have under our income account. So once we are done with our income account, the next thing we want to do is we want to go back to our, what is it called? Once we are done with this, we want to go back to straight to the, yeah, we're gonna work on our items. So what we do is we are going to come here, and then we come and color here also, right? So we put the color to show that we've worked on this. So let's work on others. Then when we have worked on others, then the next thing we can do is that we can now go back and create based on all income that we have actually captured. Okay, so we can now go back and create our item based on all the income that we have actually captured. Okay, so that is that. So far, is there any question so far? Do you have any questions so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what's the question you have?
Hello, sir.
I can hear you. Go on.
Is it possible? Yeah, is it possible to export directly from our Excel into Zoho Books?
you are saying that is it possible to export directly from our Zoho Books? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the chart of account, like the way you prepare the chart of account on that Excel, is it possible to export it directly from Excel into Zoho Books like that?
Okay, so it's actually possible. However, we the reason why the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, I think I've explained it before. The reason is because when you create your account, okay, by default, Zoho Books is going to also create a kind of chart of account that it thinks is needed for the organization. Okay, so that's what it's going to do. So now, so you are the one that will tell you are the one that will tell Zoho Books that these items that you created for me are not needed. Okay, these items that you created for me are not needed. So you are the one that will tell Zoho Books that Zoho Book will not know. So, and then we don't want to go and deactivate any account. We are trying to prevent deactivating any account. So we want to use all the accounts that have been all the accounts that have been created for us. That is what we want to use for. So we need to edit them. What if we decide that we want to actually upload what's it called? We want to actually upload our chart of account like that, we will discover that all these other accounts that we are editing, we still have to go back to go and edit them, or probably we now need to go and activate them. Maybe we want to go and deactivate them along the line. So what we need to do to be on the safe side, instead of us doing double work, we have been able to upload Zoho Books, right? That is number one. But Zoho Book the chart of account, because we are going to export it first. When we export it first, then we now also, when we export it first, then we also now, okay, okay, add-on cannot be opened. Please contact the developer to update their add-on. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so that's
Sir,
fine.
I have a question.
Okay.
No, sir, I have a question.
It's not better we leave all the questions. Let him continue. At the end, we'll ask our questions.
Yeah, so probably I might need to deactivate the ability to speak until we are done. Maybe that will work. So let's leave everything to when I am done with the class so that we can achieve more. So the target today is we want to make sure that we create all our income accounts today. When we create our income account today, then we also go and link our items to them so that we know that, okay, for our, what's it called, our invoices, we can start creating invoices. Then another thing is that once we've done that, we also go and create our customers. Once we create our customers, then from our customers, we can also start our postings, right? We can also start our postings. So is that okay by us?
Yeah, it's okay, sir.
Okay, so
Okay, sir. Please go ahead.
yeah, so that should be it. And let's now come and check for something. Let me go back to what we are doing. So yeah, we'll be able to do all this one. So let's quickly go and work on this one also. This is the vehicle alignment and balancing. So I copy it like this. When I copy it, I come back to this side, right? When I come back to this side, I want to go straight to my Zoho. When I go to my Zoho, then I check, is there any other expense that we've not actually worked on? So let me click on my chart of account again, then go straight to where the expenses are. Okay, I can't, sorry, I mean income, sorry. So now all the income that we have, we've actually occupied those spaces, right? So now it means that now to create any other income, we've used up all the income that is already created for us. So to do that, to create any other income, you just come to new, right? When you come to new, then you now come to this, your account type. Okay, your account type, you now select, you are looking for income. So you are searching for income, and let's see, when we see income, then we stop. Okay, this income, we click on income. Then what kind of income do you want to create? want to create this type of income. So what is our code of account? Our code of account is this one. Okay, so this is our code of account. You want to copy it and then you want to put it right here. So you put it right here, put the code of account here, and then when you put the code of account here, you can decide to put your description for whatever this kind of income is, right? Which is alignment and rebalancing. Then you can click on your save button. Okay, so now that is that. Now this is what we are going to do. Once we get to the end of this first class, right? Once we get to the end of this first class, we will now try to hold on, and when we get to the end of this class, we try and pause a little, and let me tell someone to help me to let me tell somebody help, to help me help. I'll tell somebody to help me reconnect this the voice. So quickly, let's continue so that we can quickly cover up all the income. So you can see that here, when we came here, you can see that all the incomes has been utilized, right? There's no other income. Now, this is what we want to achieve. We want to achieve this so that there is no income that we have over here that is not needed. All the things that are here are all incomes that are needed, okay? So when we go back to our Excel sheet also, we now go and check again whether this has been worked on. Okay, this has been worked on. We now do that. Then the next thing we want to do is we want to now work on this other one. So this is the next income we need to work on. We now also click and copy it, Control C. Then we'll come back to this place, right? When we come back to this place, we want to click on, because there is no other income here again, we want to click on new. When we click on new, then we want to change, because it's not other assets we want to create income. So let's scroll down to the bottom and select income. So let's come down to the bottom and select income. Once we select income, then what type of income is it? This is this type of income, right? Then what is the code of account that I want to put there? We also come here, we select the code of account that we need to use, right? Select the code of account, Control C, then we come back to this side and we want to put it right here. Okay, so that is that. Then we want to save this also. When we save this, we come back to our Excel sheet and we mark it that it has been uploaded also. So we come here like this and want to mark it that it has been uploaded also. So the last but not the least is this our sundry income, right? So we just click on this sundry income also. We want to copy it, and then when we copy it, we want to come back to, no, not here. We want to come back to this place. And okay, so we have to create another one. We create another one. So we want to create another one. We also select it that this is an income account, right? You select that this is an income account. Then the next thing we want to do, we want to put the stuff here. Then we want to copy the account code over here. So let's go back to this place and copy the account code. And this is the account code I want to copy here. And Control C. Then we come here and put it over here. So now I think with this, we are done with all the items that are income. So we can now go and complete our items. We created some items yesterday. We need to go back and also create more items. So remember, our items are always going to be created based on the kind of income that we have. So with that being said, just give me 2 minutes now. Let me try and let me call on someone that can help me attend to this stuff so that people can also enjoy it from wherever they are. So are we together? If you are together, just give me a thumbs up in the chat. Are we
Yes.
together? Okay,
Please,
just give me a thumbs
we are
up in the
recording
chat.
it.
Okay, so what I'm
Hello,
going to
sir.
do, just give me 2 minutes. Let me tell somebody to come and help me work on that audio while we continue the chat. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll go back to this my Zoho Books. When I come back to my Zoho Book, what I'll do is I'll come to this item. Now we are done creating all the income. It's only income that I've created. Don't forget. We still need to, if you want to create expenses, we come here, come and check for expenses that we need to edit and start editing. So now come over here. If you come over here to this place, we see our items I want to work on. You click on item. And yesterday we've already created some items, right? We've created 2 items. Today we just click on add, and then we want to create more items. In the next 2 minutes, right? You can quickly drop your questions on the chat box while I quickly get somebody to help me fix this the audio stuff that is not working. So 2 minutes, you can put your questions on the chat box, and I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, so hello, can you hear me, everybody? Everybody, can you hear
Yes,
me?
we can hear you, sir.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
We can hear you, sir.
But there's other people's voice can come up, but it's not making my own voice. So okay, so thank you. They can hear me, but my voice is not coming out. It's on this call, they can hear me.
Okay, but I cannot hear you.
But it's my own voice that needs to come out here.
Okay, okay.
My voice is not coming out there. They can hear me.
Shola, can you please mute your mic, please? Why are you disturbing us, please? Can you mute your mic?
Sorry.
So sorry, I'm back now. So I've asked somebody to assist me to check on that so that we can continue with this call, since the call is also being recorded. Yes, so now what I'm going to do now is we now go on to now check how to work on our items. We've worked on some items yesterday. We need to go further and do more on the items. So yesterday, let me try and go back. Let's see the items that we've worked on already. So let me close here and let's check the items that have been worked on. Yeah, so the ones that we've done is this shoe. This repeating. So we've worked on these two. So work on workshop income. We've worked on vehicle inspection and diagnosis. So what we need to do is we now need to come back and check what we've not worked on. So we've worked on workshop income. We work on these, right? So let's quickly just paint here so that we know that that is what we've worked on under our items, so that it doesn't look confusing to us. So we've worked on these under our item, right? We've worked on vehicle workshop income. We've worked on also the inspection and diagnosis. Let me check again. We worked on inspection and diagnosis. Yes, vehicle inspection and diagnosis work on it also. So we come here and check. So what I want to do is we now come here. We've worked on that. Let's now check the next thing that we need to work on. We've worked on vehicle workshop income. Work on workshop inspection and vehicle inspection and diagnosis. So we now come back to this place and check. Okay, how do they do that? I'm coming. I think yeah, just hold on, I'm coming. So hold on, let me just try something here. Let me just see. Hold on, just give me 2 minutes. So I'm coming. Just hold on 2 minutes. Okay, so just give me 2 minutes, please. Let me just finalize on this. That's fine. Yeah, hello everybody. Hello everybody.
Yes, you can hear you. You can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Also confirm. Also confirm on YouTube that you can hear me now because I've done some adjustment and okay, so confirm on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, so you can hear me, right? Everybody, can we go on?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, so but yeah, I'm coming. Let me try this one more. Then let me check here also. Okay, so let's no going back. Wrong mic selected. Was it going back when you check it? I'm not sure. Let me keep. Oh, this is it? Yes. Internal mic. I first open it. Like this. Apply. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Okay.
The voice is breaking.
Okay, so let's start now. Yeah, so let's come over here and let's continue with our class. So let's continue with our class. We shall continue to work on the other one later. So we're done with all these ones, right? So the next thing we want to do is as well because we also work on this as well. So what we want to do is we want to also color things like this so that it can show that we have done this two or we have done the items for these two.
Yeah.
So what we now do now is we now go further in and
You're not seeing your screen, no?
please make sure your mics are muted. Okay, let me check. Make sure your mics are muted.
Yeah, but
I'm
not
on.
clicking.
The screen is on. The screen is on. Maybe it's from
Decorum.
your end.
Okay, so what I will do, I will disable our what's it called? Your mic now. Since you don't want to listen, I will disable your mic. So turn off the mic. Okay, so I think that is better now. Everybody's mic is turned on, or turned off, I need to say. So if you have anything to say now, you just need to put it in the chat box, then I will respond accordingly, right? So if you have any question to ask, also put it in the chat box and I'll respond accordingly. So now let's now go back to what we are doing. We are trying to get more items listed out. So we come over here from item. When we click on new, then from new here, we want to now put another name. Then we want to put the account type. So we are creating item for another income egg. So the income egg we're going to create for is this vehicles. So we copy this. When we copy this, we put it over here like this. And then the next one to do is it a good or is it a service you want to create? This is vehicles income. So this is a good, right? So what we need to do is that we need to now set the numbers of units. The unit is just one pieces, right? So this is one pieces that we're talking about. Then how much is it? Because we don't know the price, we don't have a steady price, just put 1 year, right? Then it's now time to now start selecting. So we are creating vehicle spare part income. We discover that over here also we can see vehicle workshop income. So it doesn't match. We need to come here and select vehicle spare part income. So yesterday I didn't bother also about this because yesterday we only have one sales item. So everything is finished. That was it. But today it's a different ball game. So today we put 1 year, right? Cost of sales. So at the end of the day, we can go on. So now let me check our. If there is any question you can simply put it in the chat box. Say, okay. So now, if you have any question now, you can simply put it on the chat box so that I can hear you. Trying to set up audio issue. Okay, it's muted now. Okay, that is should be like some period ago. So if you have any question now, you can put it on the chat box. Then just note that now, what I just did is that, unlike yesterday when we were trying to create those items that we created yesterday, we didn't have any sales elements to put to include them on. But today, when we are creating this our vehicle spare parts income, let me take away this sales from it so that I have vehicle spare parts income. So today you see that here, the account that is going to report to, it popped up. So you just click, if the account that popped up is not the same account that this thing is, you need to come and select it here to make sure that you are selecting the right account. So when I click here, I will search for vehicle workshop, so it's vehicle spare part, which is what I'm working on. I'll click here and automatically spare part and spare part is being selected. At the end of the day, you can simply click on save and you are done with that. The next thing we want to do is that I want to also go back to the ones we created yesterday. Let's go and edit them. So the first one we created yesterday was this workshop. Let's click on it. When you click on it, then we want to edit it and see what happens. Okay, so let's double click. I'm coming. I don't know why it's not editing, but it auto edits. Yeah, so let's come here. This is where it edit handle is. You click on this edit. Then when you click on the edit, then this is vehicle workshop income. So we've created that. You now come to the bottom. Okay, look at it. It's also vehicle workshop income that is selected here. So we are good to go. Since this is vehicle workshop income, and here we also have vehicle workshop income here, we're good to go. So just click on save, and then that is that. So let's check the other one also that we did. So the other one we did vehicle inspection and diagnosis. So you just double tap and check here, you edit here, right? When you edit here, you now come to this, I'm coming, let me see. You come to this place, diagnosis, also come down, vehicle workshop income. So this is not what we want. We want to look for vehicle inspection and diagnosis, which is this. So we have selected vehicle inspection and diagnosis, and the same thing that is selected over here. So since that is fine, we want to simply come and click on save, and that is good. So the next thing we want to do is, if we have done that, the next thing we want to do is we want to now create other items as well that can help us to achieve this. Okay, so let's now go and create other items that can assist us to achieve. So let's now go again and check which one have we not created. We have created for these, we have created for these, we have also created for these, right? So let's check the one that we need to create now. We need to now create this vehicle detailing income. So we just copy from here, copy it. If you copy like this, then we come over here and we come and create it as well. So what we do now is, since we are well assured that this is working the way we want it to be, we now come and click on plus sign here. Okay, so when we click on the plus sign, right, we now put the name over here. We put the name over here. Then this is a vehicle detailing income. So this is a vehicle detailing income. So vehicle detailing. Now, is this a good that we want to sell? No. it's actually a service. So we click on service as well. Then how many units are we selling? Let's say we are selling just one. We are putting pieces for everything, pieces. Then we don't know how much we want to charge people. Let's assume that we have a steady price that we normally charge people. Let's say we charge people. Let's say we charge people 25,000. So it's just an assumption, right? Okay. Now don't forget that anything you are putting here is your own 100%. The 7.5% of government is not added to it. So it's your own 100%. So it's on this 100% that government 7.5% we're calculating on. So you want to make sure that you want to be sure that the total money exclusive of VAT is 25,000. However, if the total money plus VAT is 25,000, then you need to now press your calculator to get what the VAT exclusive amount may be. Okay, so you need to press the calculator to get what the VAT exclusive amount is supposed to be. So what did you create? We created vehicle detailing income. Then we come over here also and select vehicle detailing. So we come over here, we are looking for vehicle detailing, right? Vehicle detailing. So this is it. So you can see that the chart of account that we created is not just for, what's it called? It's not just for so the chart of account that we created is not just for decoration, right? So there's a purpose to which we actually is. So there's a purpose to which we are creating the chart of account. So, and you can see that automatically the chart of account is now reflected under what we are doing. The chart of account is showing under what we are doing currently. So we come back to here, right? We come back here and then we go back to what we are presenting. Now, we've been able to work on that, and you can see that the chart of account that we created actually is showing here. So we try and make sure that what we are creating here, the item we are creating, is also relating to what we have over here. At the end of the day, we want to just click on your save, right? So here we can put one here. Let's put one here, and every other thing is fine. So later we are still going to go and create our tax, so that when we are selling and then it's tax, the kind of sale we are making is VAT inclusive. We can quickly the VAT that we want by to it. Okay, so if you can hear me now, kindly give me a thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me. That you can hear me. Give a thumbs up. That's good. Okay, fine. So that is fine. So let's now come back to what we are doing. We have 4 items here. So these 4 items that we created, the 4 items that we've created is actually what's it called? Is actually okay and is reporting well the way we want it to report. Now, the next thing we want to do is I want to also still come back to this place and check for another item we want to create. So I think we've created this one already. So let's also make it green. We check the green button to show that it has been created. The next thing we want to do, we want to create another item for alignment income. So let's say we want to add alignment income. The reason, let me also now say this now. The reason why, if you only create your chart of account and you don't create your element of account, you can't create invoice. You can't create invoices. Now, what enables you to create invoices actually is actually the element of account. Sorry, it's actually the items that you are creating, right? So these items that you are creating, those are the things you are going to select on your invoice. Now, where that item is going to report to, is what the chart of account that we created. Then you come here also, you click on add. When you click on add, then the next thing you want to do is that you want to now put the name that we've copied over here, right? When you copy it here, you're not saying alignment and rebalancing. Is it a good or is it a service? It's actually a service. You select service. The next thing, how many pieces are we selling? is not a good, so let's just put pieces, right? Then we come down here. Now here we have alignment and work and rebalancing. You also want to come here also and make sure that what you are selecting here is actual alignment and rebalancing. You want to make sure that that is what you are also selecting over here. So alignment and rebalancing. Did we have? Yeah, so this is it. You select alignment and rebalancing, and you are having it here. You're also having it at the top. So fine. So when you are creating your invoice, you select all these items on your invoices. You are going to come and report to this account. So that's what we are trying to do, and that is fine. So here, you now also need to now create. Now here, we also have only one cost of goods sold. So if you had known that we will come and be selecting this thing to pick the chart of account that aligns to it, we will also need to go and also create our cost of goods sold, because here is only one cost of goods sold that is available, and that is where everything is reporting to. But if you check our chart of account, you discover that we actually have different cost of goods, right? All these things are cost of goods sold. They're all cost of goods. So we have to make sure that our vehicle workshop income is going to be reporting to the cost of sales that relates to it. So now when we create an invoice and the invoice is for vehicle workshop income, we also want to say any expenses on it that we incur on that workshop should also come to vehicle workshop cost of sales, right? So, but right now in our Zoho Books, it's only one account that thing is reporting to, because we've not actually created our cost of sales on Zoho Books. So we might still need to go back and create that, but that is not an issue. It's not an issue for now. We can still go back, and once we create our cost of sales, then we also now come back to our item and also come and edit it and make sure that we are selecting the right cost of sales that relates to that line of item that we are actually creating. So what we need to do now, once we are done, we've done this alignment and rebalancing. Here also is alignment and rebalancing. We are good. So we now come here and click on save, right? So now what is this saying? It's saying us that please enter the rate of the item. Please enter the purchase rate of the item. So we come here, we've selected pieces, then the purchase rate. Now you can see that here is red. Here is color red. Here also is color red. It's telling you that you must select something here. So this one has been selected by default because that's the only cost of sales that is available, or cost of goods sold. But here we need to just put one so that it can allow us move away from here. So here also our selling price, we need to put just one because we don't know the amount that we're going to sell it until, yeah. So for our alignment now, in case we have an agreed amount that we want to set for the alignment, let's assume for any wheel alignment that we do, let's assume we want to put like 10K. Let's assume that is the amount we want to put, right? So 10K. Now we have another person, which is a vendor, that is actually going to be rendering that service. We are company, right? But we might not, it's not all services that we are selling that will also be the same person that is rendering it. So we can have somebody that we've had an agreement with that come. We will not pay you salary, but whatever income you generate, they are going to take 50% of it. So when we put our selling price to be 10,000, then our cost of our purchase price, right? The amount we're going to pay to that person that's going to actually do the work, you can tell him that, okay, we are going to give you 50% of whatever they're able to generate. So it's a good bargain. Why is it so? This person does not have a shop. He doesn't incur any administrative expenses. You as a company, you are incurring administrative expenses. You are doing a lot of all those things. Most of the tools he's going to use, you're also the person that is going to provide it for him. So all you need to do is just carry out the service. You have a space for him. You have everything he needs to know to use. You have electricity. You have everything. So it's only just to render the service, collect 50% of the money, and then you collect also 50%. Because if you collect 100% from the customer and you pay 50% to somebody, you are left with 50%. So that is good. Now, instead of us just losing this kind of income altogether, right? Instead of us losing this kind of income altogether, why not have this kind of arrangement with this guy and let this guy carry on that? And we are going to be having some side income along the way. So let's now go and look at another thing we want to do. Let's come back over here. So over here, is this where we are? I think so, yeah. So we've done for this as well. So we also come here and we also color it. Now, after we've done all this, the next thing we want to do is we might need to create all these items so that we know that we are done with creating items. Then we might also need to go and create our cost of sales, right? So that we know that, okay, from there, we can start creating invoices, right? We can start also creating vendors, right? So, and then we can start creating expenses and income. So you can see the way it's going. The first thing is we create our chart of account. The next thing, for our income, chart of account that relates to income. We also go there and we create our items that we want to put on our invoices. The next thing is also to create your cost of sales. You also can now say categorically that, okay, since I've created my cost of sales, I've created my income heads, right? I've also created the items. The next thing we can now talk about is that let's create our customers, let's create our vendors, then we can now start posting expenses, we can start posting income. Okay, so yeah, we can start posting our invoices, right? So the next thing we want to do is we want to take our vehicle, our organizer income. So we quickly click it here and we copy. Okay, you can see the way I am doing it step by step. The reason why I'm doing it step by step is that so that nothing will be missed out. We won't miss out anything. Everything will be well done. And that is the reason why we initially have to create a manual a manual chart of account template so that everything we are doing is going to be organized. So the next item we are creating is organizer income. So we come here, we now put on this, right? It's a service. We come over here, we also come and select it over here. So you can fine tune it to whatever taste you want it to be, right? You can just call it here, you can call it organizer services, right? Because it's on our income. Let's say, because we're going to put it on our receipt. So you can say organizer service, right? You can say organizer service. Right? It depends on what you actually want in your invoice. If you don't want people to see this kind of service in your invoice, you can decide not to put it at all. But the motive of this lecture is actually not to tell you the standard that you have to follow. I'm not trying to create a standard that you have to follow. I'm just trying to tell you the way it should be done, right? So that when you are doing it, you are doing it the same way I said you should do it, but you are now adding your own expertise to it. So you can see here we came for organizer service. So this makes sense that I'm calling it an income. Since we are going to put it on the invoice of a customer, so the customer will know that, okay, I'm paying for this service and it's because the organizer is going to work on my tire and all that. I'm paying for this because the wheel alignment guy is going to work on, the leg of my vehicle and all that. So that is what we're trying to do over here. Then we'll also come here, we want to put something here because this is red. We must put something there. So we have to put 1. This is fine. And then we click on save again. So we've created another item. Then we want to create another item again. So I believe that before we meet for the next class, every one of us would have created items. So you can decide to leave all these other items because we don't have a cost of sales that relate to them. So you can leave all these other items. We don't have any cost of sales that relates to them. So that now brings us to creating our cost of sales. So it's not so much, right? It's not so much. So let's come back to here. Now we'll be able to create all these, our income, our items, right? That we intend to put on the invoices that are going to issue. The next thing we want to do is we want to come back to our account. From our account, we want to go back to our chart of account, and then we want to go and check what is the cost of sales that we actually have in this place. So let's scroll down, and while you are scrolling down, be checking here what we call account type. So just be checking there what we call the account type. We are looking for cost of goods sold. So this is the cost of goods sold. So we only have one, right? Since we only have one, but our own cost of sales is more than one. So we have to edit it, and we didn't call it cost of goods sold. We have to edit it and make it look like what we want it to be. So we edit. When we edit it, this is going to be permanently saved, right? So, but this one, we can adjust this one. We can fine tune this one. So you want to, sorry. So you want to actually delete this one, right? You want to delete this one, and then you want to go and copy the first cost of goods sold that you have, the first cost of sales that you have. So the first one is our workshop income. So we quickly come here and we now copy it like that, right? We'll copy it like this. We now come back to here and we want to put it here, right here. Then the code of account that relates to it also, we want to also copy and also put right there. So you can see that everything we are doing, we are organized in everything we are doing. We are not doing trial and error. The code of account, they are well organized. We did that in the class when we were trying to create the chart of account from the scratch. So the way we organize our chart of account, that is also how we want our Zoho books to also be organized. I also told us that the reason why we did not import our chart of account is because if we just import our chart of account like that, we are going to have a lot of accounts or a lot of items on the chart of account that we actually wouldn't need. So because we don't need them, may start deactivating them or making them inactive. But we don't want to start going through all those stress. That is a lot of stress. So why not just check it? Go, if you want to create expense, come to where your expenses are. Be looking at your account type, all the expenses, and then check, is it the same expense that I have on my chart of account? If you don't have it, edit it and change it. Edit it and change it. So we've done our cost of sales or cost of goods sold, and it's only one that they actually put on Zoho Books. So what do? We have to create more because we have more than one. So we come and click on new, right? When we click on new, when we come to this other asset, we click here, then we go and select our cost of goods sold. Let's scroll down, and this is where we have our cost of goods sold. So when you click on your cost of goods sold, then what cost of goods sold are we working on now? We work on the first one, which is this. We change the color. Okay, it's colored already. Fine. Then we also want to work on the others, right? So let me copy this and come here. Okay, so we have done work from there to here. So I come here, I press F4. F4. Okay. No voila. So let's now copy this one. This is the next one I want to create. This is the next one I want to create. So you copy it, Ctrl C, and come over here and quickly come and create it. So we come here, we quickly create that one. Then we'll go back and check for the code of account that it relates to that. Then this is the code of account that relates to it. We also copy it. When we copy it, we also come back over here and we want to come and put it right over here. So this is it over here. So when we do this, then we want to click on save. We want to click on save, right? So we click on save. Okay, so we have two cost of goods sold now. We need to create more. We create another one. We select the account type. It's cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. Where is it? So this cost of goods sold. Then the account name. We can come here also and check for this. This vehicle detailing. So we come over and we also select vehicle detailing. We copy it. We come over back to this place. I want to be very fast so that we can achieve as much as we want to achieve. So we come and put it here. Then the next thing is that we now go to our code of account. We also go and select what our code of account is. We come here, we double click. Yes, we copy and we come back to Zoho Books. We come and put it here. So you see that our chart of account is actually manual, right? We didn't upload it because if we upload it, there are some item there that some item on the chart of account that you might need to deactivate because obviously is not exactly what we are looking for. Want to create another one again. From others, we select chart of cost of goods sold, right? So we select cost of goods sold, then you come over here and select this vehicle inspection and diagnosis. You copy it also. When you copy it also, you come over here and you come and put it over here, right? Then you copy the code of account also and you come and put it right there. So anybody that has this chart of account that has created also a company, make sure everything I've done here, you do it also, right? Because next time we meet and we ask us to show what we have done, right? You need to show what we have done, what have we been able to achieve, because it's not just good for us to continue to have a class and then we are not able to practicalize everything that we have done in that class. It's not good. So I will continue to check whether you are actually doing the right thing or not. Okay, so we have done that now. Since we have done this, then the next thing is this one. We copy it also, Ctrl C. We come back to our this place. Then we want to create another cost of goods sold. Okay, we create another cost of goods sold. Yeah, you select this, you come here, you Ctrl V, then the code of account that you need, you come over here, you select the code of account that you need. So this is the code of account, copy it again, you come here and then you come and put it over here. Then once you're done with that, you click on your save and you are good. Then I think the last but not the least is what we are going to do now. The last but not the least is what I'm going to. So the last one is this amount, this stuff. We want to double click and copy onto C. We come over here. We want to create it right here. We come click on new. Then we select the cost of goods sold. We select it, right? Once you select it, then we want to put oh yeah, so that is that. Then we want to now look at our code of account. You also come here, you double click, you copy it, and then you now come back to this place and come and put it. So we have done our cost of goods sold. We've also done our sales, and also we've done our items. So we are good to go. So now the next step we are going to do, which is what we're going to do in the next class, is that we are now going to go and create our vendors. We're also going to go and create our customers. So before I do that, let me hear us. Are we still on the call? Can you see my screen? So if you can see my screen, thumbs up and all that, fine. So yeah, so that's good. So the next thing we want to do is, since we have done that, let's now take questions. In case there's anybody that may be confused about what we've done today, that we want to ask one question or the other, let's take questions so that we can have a more better understanding of what has been done. So hold on, and enable your mic now. Let me enable your mic, and don't forget that we need to be orderly even when we are asking the question. So anybody that's I allowed to talk. Okay, so yeah, you can speak now. The person that is raising his hand.
Well done, sir.
Yeah, well done, sir. Also,
thank you for the presentation. It is going well, sir. So my question here, though I joined the call 20 minutes into the call, I was there yesterday. So today, how you created this Excel where you are importing the GLs, or that is the ledgers, their codes, and so we started the coding yesterday. So that was where I was a little bit confused as to how you get to that Excel sheet, where you are taking the code as well as the name of the accounts, and you are taking them to the Zoho Books. I need a little bit more enlightenment there.
Okay, so can you repeat your question again, please?
how you get to the Excel sheet where you have the manual account there that you created along with their codes and took them to the Zoho book.
Okay. So you're asking how
That
did we get that chart of account? I get your
how
question. I
do you
get your
get
question.
them?
I get your question actually. I get your question.
Okay, so
But what we are going to do is that we might not be able to go into that because we've actually done that before. We've done that before.
all right.
Yeah, so we might not go back to it today. However, okay, hold on. Okay, so however, what we are going to do is I will give you a link to the video that we've done before, where we learned how to create that. You should be in the last class, and we created all these things in the last class.
I was there yesterday. I was there
okay,
2 hours
so
yesterday. I was struggling with network. I going into the call 20 minutes after you have started, around 8:30. I lost about 30 minutes into the call today.
Okay, I get it.
And also, how do I get the software to be practicalizing what I learned in the class?
Yes, so all those things is what we've done prior to now. We've done all those things prior to now. So we've done all those things prior to now, and you need to go back to the the videos that we've done before. You need to check on them and see what is in that video, because those videos are very detailed enough. They are able to guide you on what you need to do, right? So you need to go and check those videos and see for yourself what we're able to do in those sections, right? So I think that is that. You need to go, and that is all I can say, because I can't start going back to all those things that we covered.
So was it no yesterday you started the class?
We started the class yesterday.
You have started. Yes, I was there yesterday.
Well, before
yesterday, I was there.
Also shared, hold on, sir. Hold on. We started the class yesterday, truly. But before yesterday, we've also shared some other some things for us to go and also watch prior to the class. So I know a lot of people will be able to testify to that we've shared some things to the class for us to go and watch. So if you are
those videos you dropped yesterday.
Yeah, those videos, and I said people should watch them. People should watch them. Even the video, the lecture that we have today, I also uploaded it on YouTube and I sent it to the group as well. So I'm not expecting that question. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the time.
You're welcome, sir. So any other question? Any other person that has any other question? Do we still have any other? Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
Yes, good evening. Thank you so much. Actually, I've been having issues with the Excel sheet. Like I will can't be able to view your screen when you are sharing, but I can follow up during when you are creating the chart of accounts.
Yes.
You know, from what I've been seeing is we are only editing or adding new to the chart of accounts where we don't have again. So my question is there no option to delete? Because when you create a company on the Zoho book, depending on the industry you choose, the Zoho book brings up a lot of chart of account related to that industry for you. So sometimes we might not necessarily need some items on the chart of account. So is there no option of deleting them from there, then inputting the one you want? instead of you editing them, like, you know, there are a lot of there. So when if you are working in an organization, so that the staffs do not make mistake and post it to one account or the other. So by removing those chart of account that are not necessary at that time.
Okay, so what you just said is, if you check here, sorry, let me see. Yeah. So if you check on an item like you created, right? Look at the one where we created by ourselves. You can see at the top, you can delete. But if you check for an item that was created by Zoho, right? You cannot delete. So that is permanent. Let me go back again and show us what I mean. Look at this bad debt now, right? This bad debt is locked. You cannot delete this account. However, you will be able to edit the account details. If it's account that is not locked, just select it like this, right? Once you check it like this, you can be able to delete it, right? But if it's not an account that, it is an account that is, what's the word I want to use? Let me go back again and show us. So we check all these ones, all these accounts that are here, all these accounts are logged. All of them, look at, all of them are logged. You cannot even delete them. The only thing you can delete is an account that is not logged. This is not logged because we created it by ourselves. Once you check it like this, you check up, you can make it inactive. You can make something mark it as active, mark it as inactive. You can also delete. But an account that has been logged by Zoho, you cannot delete it. Look at this one now. So this is the first sales that we use. So this sales account is locked. No matter how you try, you can't delete it. So there's going to be a lot of accounts that you cannot delete, which you might just need to just edit it and just manage it and use it for what you want to use it for. So does that answer your question, sir?
Yes. Thank you.
So any other person? So this is what my advice would be for those of us that we have one question or the other that relates to how we want that relates to either us not having access to whatever it is, right? I want to advise us that we should try and go back to the recorded videos that we dropped earlier. Those recorded videos is going to assist us. So Gabriel Bariza, I'm listening.
All right, sir. Try to log in since we started the class. Try to log in on Zoho, but it hasn't been going through. It has been telling me, it even prompt me to where I will get a multi-factor security stuff like that. So I downloaded it because and since I could not be able to log in, it's just telling me, please wait for a while. We are making everything perfect for you. I don't understand since the beginning of this class.
Maybe you are a VIP, so they don't want to give you any kind of products that they are giving to other people. But I don't know. Are you using? Did you use a Gmail to log in?
Yes, I use a Gmail to log in.
What can be the issue? Okay, maybe you should try and create another Gmail, right? And try and log in with another Gmail. Did you try that also?
No, let me use another Gmail. Just that they even gave me what they call backup verification code that I can be using. But even when I use that, it's not even opening too. Still telling me, so hold on, they are making everything perfect. But maybe I will try another Gmail and create afresh.
Okay, no problem. Just try another Gmail, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Everything will actually be fine. Okay.
Thank you so much.
So
thank you.
That being said, let's have another question. Any other question again?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on. I can hear you.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Just joining today for the first time. So please, please, can you in a nutshell, like, if you just summarize what you use your books to do as an accountant? Like,
Okay, so can you be more audible? I can hardly hear you, sir. Can you speak louder? Sorry.
okay, sir, I like, can you in a nutshell, can you just summarize the what Zoho books can be used for? Because I'm just joining today for the first time and I'm trying to catch up with what you are trying to do. This calculation we are solving.
Okay,
So I
so
don't
thank
know.
you. Yeah, so thank you for that. So just a reminder, Zobook can be used for a lot of things. Like if you are, especially now that government is making it mandatory for everybody to an accurate account of their income versus their expenses. For those people that are they have a company, right? The government is asking you to give an accurate details of those things so that they can accurately capture what your tax should be. So the best thing to do is the most accessible software to use is actually taking the video of the one and the two will really help. Thanks, sir. Okay. So the most accessible software to make use of is Zoho Books. Just come on Zoho Books. You know, you have a free plan, you have paid plan that are also affordable, and so on and so forth. So all you need to do is that it's helping to keep track of your income and your expenses, your vendors, your customers, how much are they owing you, who is owing you, what is remaining, have they been able to pay you, what so it just help you to like it just help you, it's just going to like help you to keep proper record of things, right? You can check what income did your company make this year or this month? What is your company performing well? Is your company doing poorly? What area of your business you need to work on? Okay, what is affecting your cash flows? So every other thing that you can get on the audited financial statement. You know that a lot of users of those financial statements, they use it to make informed decisions. So use also whatever report it generates from Zoho Books to make informed decisions about the organization. So that's that. Hope that is okay, sir.
Yes, I
Okay.
just come
So the next person.
Hello. Hello.
Hold on, sir. I think the last person still has a question.
You said something about financial statement.
Yeah. So I said, you are trying to is your financial statement that is going to generate a lot of report for you. Okay, generate the income statement for you. Okay, then you can print it out. That is your financial statement, right? Income statement. You have your statement of financial position. Everything will be there. Are a lot of reports you can generate from it. All those statements that you need, okay, they are always going to be generated from Zoho if you properly update Zoho. It's garbage in, garbage out. Zoho Books will not start working like it's not an automated machine that will just automatically be capturing your transactions. But there is a way you can also link your bank to it anyway, that whatever is happening in your bank, there's a command that you give Zoho Books that Zoho Book will start treating those transactions. So Zoho Book will treat transactions based on the settings that you put. Okay, so if you see this kind of item, okay, if you see that it's below from 500 to so and so, know that it's bank charges. Okay, you're giving those prompts, and then you don't just work with the prompt that you've created for it. So that's that. So Mr. Oyelade, can you ask a question?
Good evening, sir. Please, I created company so book yesterday, but I can't locate it any longer. I can only sign in. I can't go to that company to follow you the way you are creating the chart of account. That's what I want to achieve. Let me follow you along the line, create the chart of account, make all the edit and whatever. But I can't find the company again. I can only sign in. From there, I can't see any other thing.
Okay, so you are saying that, like, let's say you signed in like this. Did you sign in like this? Did you sign in like
Yes, I can
this?
see this page. Yes, yes.
So now
Yes.
come to this thing. You see, there's this box here. There's this 4 dots at the right hand corner of the
Other 4 dots.
So yes, click on it. When you click on it, then scroll to the bottom. Look for where you see finance. This is finance, right? Under finance, check for books. Click on books, and then it will open to this place.
Okay, I will do that right away.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. No problem, sir. You're welcome. So any other question? Because it's past 10 already. So let's take
Hello, sir.
like, I can hear you. Go on.
I raised up since morning. So, yeah, good evening, sir. Sir, presently where I work, when I resumed, it was Zoho. This is exactly Zoho that was installed. But my company has different 4 business units. Then the CFO, because I was employed as a CFO acting. So when I resumed, the former CFO, I didn't meet her. Okay. So when I reviewed the Zoho as it was installed, I discovered that it was not configured according to that 4 business unit. And each unit operates differently. And my MD wants a report for each business unit with that Zoho. So that's the current challenge I face. Now I want to ask questions, sir. Maybe I will invite you. Maybe I'll still invite you there. Maybe you help us solve the problem. I don't know. So the challenge I have is that is the Zoho software. Is it possible to capture the four business unit, or we install Zoho for each business unit?
Okay, so it's possible actually.
Not that we, yeah.
So it's possible. So it's possible. However, you cannot do that on your free plan, right? So you have to have a paid plan, and that is what you are going to use for that. I'm sure in your company you should have a paid plan, right?
I don't know. Maybe I will discuss that with my MD. Okay, I will get your details. Okay, maybe you help us. You waive it. You help us solve the problem.
Okay, no issue, sir.
I get in touch with you through the.
No problem, sir. You have my number, right?
Group number, or I see group number.
Yes. So if you have my number, the one I used to respond on the group, you can reach out to me on that with that number.
Okay. I will try, sir. I will try. I will discuss with my MD maybe next week.
Okay. No issue, sir.
Please, I have a question.
Okay, so go on.
Please, I have a question. Yeah, I wanted to ask if it's possible to get the Excel, the spreadsheets, and practice with it.
Okay, the one I'm currently using.
Yeah.
Okay, I've sent it to the group before. Probably you will request it on the group.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm asking.
Yeah, I've checked with the thing is not on the group.
The group is even locked. We can't even.
Yes. Well, I've sent it, but let me check. I will share it now.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My hand has been up. Mine is just a very quick question. Thank you for lecturing us. It's been wonderful. So before now, I actually opened a Zoho book account that I've been using for my business, a small business. It's a cleaning business. And I find out that from what I did last year, like I didn't follow through the process like you did. And so I'd even sent a chat question, but it's like you have not seen it. That can I go back now to make these corrections? And if I do, will it affect last year's work, or is just going to continue from 2026? Like I didn't create a chat account or edit what was there. Yes, I did.
Well, you can actually re-edit. It doesn't as far as you're not deleting anything, so the data is still saved on those things. So it's just like when you have something like Adam, you change it from Adam, you change it to Bola. You didn't delete it, right? So it's still, the data is still there. So you can do a lot of editing you want to do, but if you're having any challenge with it, you can also reach out to me. We can do it together if that is fine by you.
Okay, sir. I'll do that. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Any other question? Okay, in the absence of any other, okay, I think Olivia, yeah, is it Olive? Yeah, Olive.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, go on.
No. Okay, sorry. I've asked already about the question, the spreadsheet rather. So I don't need any more.
Okay, no problem. Okay,
So
so on
can
that note, I will
ask
say
one more question.
Okay, go on.
Concerning this chart of accounts, even though the one you're using looks so nice and all of that, but you said when it comes to income, each business will have to kind of carve out what suits them the most. I find it difficult carving out one that suits my kind of business. It's a service business, it's a cleaning company. So please, if you can help find one that will suit my business, because I find it difficult, and then coding it and all of that. Because once I'm lazy to do it, then I find it difficult to do, and then I'll just probably not do it. So if I can get help that way, so I wouldn't mind.
Okay, you can actually reach out to me and work on that together, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Go on.
I've been raising my hand since, but I see the voice of my laptop is not really somehow. So, thank you for the lecture so far. Yes, sir. So, my own question is this. I work remotely with a consulting company, HR consulting. So, and the software I use is Zero. So, and in that place, we have like 18 to 20 clients. And that's the Zero. What we just recognize, even when we reconcile, all our clients go with all the VAT and withholding tax, whatever it is. When we want to look at our profit and loss, it's the way they design it that it only captures the profit and loss or whatever, capture what comes into the company separately. All that data are still there, but you can just check that company like managed company. So all the influence and the output, like expenses can show. So, and I discovered that we pay in dollar monthly. Price for Zero, we pay in dollar monthly. I just saw that the money is too much. Maybe I think for Google we are paying for this way. Let's migrate.
Sorry, sir. I don't know. Maybe it's your background that is noisy, but I can hardly hear.
Somebody,
I think Sholakwe needs to mute this thing. After asking his question, it's like he forgot to mute it. It's the one playing music in the background.
Okay, Mr. Sholapitas, kindly mute your mic. Okay, so sorry, sir. Can you repeat your question again, please?
So what I was saying is this: I use Zero for accounting work with a HR consulting, which we have different clients that we deal with. But whenever we want to do report, we always do report with our professional fee and the expenses and the salary we use. But we create those stuff on the system. So my own question is this now, because I believe Zoho is more cost effective compared to the dollars we pay every month to renew our subscription with Zero. So it's the migration now that how do I migrate to with my data? Maybe I can import my chart of account from there and bring it to Zero, which is one of the stuff I'm looking at. But we are doing auditing now, and I believe the auditing of last year, they are just done. I want to migrate all those data and bring it to Zero and subscribe because it's more cost effective. And I don't know, maybe I will need to contact you separately, but is it possible to create all the account of the client on it? Whenever their money comes in, I reconcile The money goes to the account, the expenses of the salary goes there, but our own provisional fees go to our account whenever you want to check your profit and loss and other details. So I don't know if the function is on Zoho accounting software. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I think what we need to do is because of the complexity of your question, we might need to have a one-on-one chat on it, so that now most times you can always migrate your data from any accounting software to another accounting software. Okay, so most times we have your balance per period, right? So you're going to have your balance per period. Probably you have your trial balance. Yeah, so most times you have your balance per period. So is that balance per period that I'm going to use to actually migrate? So when that time comes, probably we can discuss that one-on-one. Then we can look at the headway of how to achieve that for it, but it's very, very possible. Okay, is that okay by you, sir?
Yes, thank you, sir. I will get your number so that I can chat behind the scenes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, sir. You're welcome, sir. So any other question, at least when we get to like 10, 20, then we can wrap it up. Any other question? Somebody is raising his up. Olabisi, Abe, and two other people. So quickly ask your question before we go.
I'm the one that just talked now, so I will just drop the hand.
Okay, so you can lower your hand so that the next person.
Again, sir. Again.
Okay. Okay, so
please, can cooperative society use this so for their operation?
Yes, so corporate society can actually use it. So like, yeah, they can. So there's a section there that at least it make provision for all industries. So we check it when we're like trying to set up the first company that I created for us on this our main training. We discovered that we checked there is a non-for-profit organization. There are different organizations there, different industries I can pick from. Okay. So it has that, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I have a question.
So we have 4 minutes to go. Okay, Mr. Gabriel, go on.
All right. So, where I work now, we use Datacom. There's a software they call Datacom. So basically, it's for inventory. I work in a construction company. So in the inventory side, the software is very okay for it. But in the accounting aspect of it, we are having a lot of issues. Though I understand some part of it that is the account department too. But the question I want to ask is that the MD and the management, they are not too okay. They are not happy about it. So with this software now, can we use Zoho and the Datacom, like using the how can we synchronize and integrate them together? Like, because I don't know whether what Datacom does on the inventory part, because we have warehouses, like each of the projects, we have project in different states. And in these different states, we have warehouses. So we do transfer material from one warehouse to another warehouse and stock it out from that warehouse to the project. So I don't know whether the feature, such feature is on Zoho. So if it's not there, I believe because the inventory part is what the management actually went in for the Zoho, but it's not reflecting on the accounting part of it. So we are having a lot of issue. Whether is there any way we can integrate the Datacom and Zoho, or can Zoho serve the purpose? If Zoho can serve the purpose of transferring material from one location to another, and also dealing with stocking out of that location, checking out of the material to the project, I believe it can also be recommended to my organization too. So I need a clarification on it, and I can work.
So Zoho Books is a very robust software, right? Also, QuickBook as well is a very robust software. So if we talk about more of inventory handling, I think QuickBook comes like first, right? But Zoho Books also, if you paid for if you are on the paid version, you access a lot of functionalities, right? So it's from those functionalities that you can determine the capacity of the software. So the software is robust as well. So it's something that we can test run. probably on the other after the call or any other time, we can have a call on that. So we can share our screen and let's work on what is attainable on the paid version. Okay, but it is robust software as well. But most times people will suggest to you QuickBook more when it relates to like inventory handling. Okay, so that's what that is. So we can also still talk behind the scenes, whether we can try out and see what works, right? So that's what I want to say. Is that okay, sir, by you?
All right, it's okay. No problem. We try it definitely.
Okay, all right. So I think we are coming to the end of this class. And it has been informative, it has been interactive, and we hope to continue like this until we get to the end of the training. So thank everybody for your time. Hope to see you next week. Do not forget that the trainings are always on Saturdays and Sundays. So when I say hope to see you next week, I know what I'm saying. So you have a lovely night and happy new week. Happy working week.